This Thursday night football props edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. WynnBet is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBet has what you need to win. Sign up today, bet $100, and get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. We're also brought to you by the SGPN World Cup free roll, $250 cash and a $250 gift card to the winner. Enter today exclusively on the SGPN app.
Hey, this is Eric Metcalf. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer? Dong.
Shout out to the Brat Stop, beautiful Kenosha, Wisconsin. We're talking Packers, baby.
Perfect time to break out the Packers.
Hold
gear.
on, Sean. I'm gonna youtube.com/sports gambling podcast.
Show off your awesome shirt from the Brat Stop. Ask me about my wiener. Brat Stop again is your place to go. Your one-stop shop for all your brats, cheese curds. They do catering. It's an awesome place.
And if you caught the Packers Bears game from earlier this year, that whole Sunday Night Football promo,
was of the Brat Stop. It was great.
So
Brat Stop's famous.
Which if you don't know the history, they were broadcasting our sim games that we were calling back during the pandemic when we created sport when the world canceled it.
And I promise one day we will make the pilgrimage to the Brat Stop. We got to figure out when, but we are doing it, Ryan.
I feel like the way to do it is like a live. We do a live play-by-play of something, right?
Yeah. We'll get it figured out.
Right.
Hey, we got it's Thursday night football. We're talking props, we're talking picks. And of course, you got props, you got picks, you got action. You got to take it over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. Bet big, win bigger with WynnBet. You're not betting with WynnBet, you're not betting with the best. And of course, spin that parlay wheel. Love that thing. Can't wait to go to Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia just to spin that awesome wheel. And again, bet $100, get a $100 free bet. $100 free bet is very, very easy to use, easy to set up. You don't have to do anything. Again, once you bet that $100, it's automatically in your account as a free bet. So much fun, so much action over on WynnBet. And of course, WynnBet. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at WynnBet.com. If you're 21 or older and present this state, or play through WynnBet is available. If you're somebody new who has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Ooh, and the WynnBet rewards. The Wynn rewards on your WynnBet app. Love that.
Sure.
I'm a big rewards guy.
Sean loves the rewards.
I do. Hey, joining us on the line, Munaf the Machine Manji. You know him from all the shows on the network. What's happening, Munaf?
What's going on, guys? Seemed like yesterday we were just doing our Survivor strategy for the season. Already week 11. What's going on, man? This is crazy.
Hey, you're stealing Ryan's bit of saying, "Oh man, it's already week 6. It's already week 7. It's already week 11." The weeks really throw me off because between doing this show and then the college show,
it wouldn't kill college football to align with the NFL.
Yes. Can we ask college? And then college has that bullshit week 0, so that throws it off.
We need a week -1, a week 0, so then it can be lined up with NFL week 1.
Yeah, align yourself with the NFL. Let's stop messing around. Thanks for calling in. We're going to be talking Thursday night football props. This should be a good game. Packers Titans in Lambeau Field.
And by the way, Sean, that's why my bit is so hilarious. Because it's a virus that spreads through the media industry, reminding people what week it is.
Yes,
honey, I'm at work. This is the 11th week. It's a grind.
It is a grind. Munaf, how you doing? Now you put out, besides all the podcasts, also the ref report.
Which, by the way, I know I've complimented Munaf publicly about this before, but it's the only piece of literature from the website that has ever been brought up to me cold while calling into another show.
Well, I think people enjoy because we know certain refs have certain trends, and it's just nice to have it all there. And Munaf does a good job. He looks through all the refs, all the matchups, and then says like, "Hey, this is an under guy, is an over guy."
You're just never
home or away.
You're just never expecting in the middle of a radio guy intro over at the sportsgamblingpodcast.com, which, by the way, they have this great report where they break down the referees every week. Like, holy shit, you read the website. Wow.
Munaf, are you worried? Are you worried one of the the NFL refs are going to reach out? And what are you doing to the ref report when we saw that disgusting display on Monday night? Some of the worst reffing we've seen this year.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times, when we see some of these refs with some controversial calls, I think we had one with, was it the Falcons and the Bucks where they called that roughing the passer?
Oh yeah.
For Tom Brady. I think it was Jerome Boger on that. So I kind of want to go back, like once the week is over, and kind of go back and look. Okay, hey, does this referee favor, whichever team they made the call against? So last week, Commanders and Eagles, right? I think it was Alex Kemp that was on the call. I wanted to go back and look at it. Maybe I can do that in the meantime. But yeah, I think those are some of the things that we kind of do need to look at. I think that, aside from the trends, and I think I've gotten a lot of DMs and things like that. It's not going to be every single ref that has a trend, right? It's only like maybe 5 to 6 guys every single week that have them. As far as trends and things like that.
Yeah, it's just a couple. It's just good to keep an eye on because a couple of these guys, again, they call a bunch of penalties on holding. The ticky tack, illegal contact. Like those are going to sway the total one way or the other.
It does make sense why this is perfect for Munaf being an NBA guy, because that's essentially all the NBA is figuring out which 5 teams have a low enough variance to actually bet on them. I would say this: we once had a conversation with a guy at a conference who claimed to be collecting some sort of analytics around makeup calls. But it doesn't have to be a makeup call. You just have to capture the refs who are creating the variance calls, the calls that create the outrage. And then all you can do is just say, hey, this guy's calling the game. We might have some shenanigans, and figure out a way there. Maybe it's great for backdoor covers. Maybe it's good when there's an elite quarterback who tends to get calls from pussy ass officials. Anyway, it's a great read every week.
Shout out to Joe in the YouTube chat saying Munaf's beard is epic.
Oh yeah.
And we also got Jake Paquin checking in saying just when he thought he'd have a productive afternoon. Research Flat Earth also in. He likes Green Bay and laying the points and the under. Interesting there.
Oh, and by the way, if you are a live stream consumer, or maybe you're not, I will. Sean and I are going to put a challenge out to folks, and maybe we need the social team to put out a rough schedule, Sean. But we may be live streaming triple headers Monday and Tuesday next week. So if you're not doing anything, maybe you got the week off. Like I think there's a chance we're live streaming from sometime around 10:30, 11 in the morning on the Pacific, all the way through 8 p.m. So
we basically
not quite draft day. But
instead of not doing some episodes or combining them, we just decided to push our entire schedule, which is already crazy, into Monday and Tuesday. So best of luck.
You can expect maybe the props episode gets cut and we'll do some props on the pregame show, but we're even going to squeeze in a USA versus England preview. So.
Oh man. Was not aware.
Well, even during the week, we have NBA that starts around 11 a.m. Eastern time. So even on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, I think we're pretty much maybe streaming from 9 to 5 at least every day.
And that's the thing. I mean, not to tout the network stuff, Sean, but I think between the NBA team kind of settling in on a schedule, I know Colby and Ryan McIntyre doing the college basketball thing every night. The streams are definitely getting a lot more regular. So, little extra candy for the live consumer.
Let's give them their candy.
Sean just
Run.
split 8s against the
I'm interacting with the chat.
Wait, that's not a special producer backstage.
No, this is me also
all
interacting
the hats
with
being
the chat.
worn on the 2 people on camera.
Let's go. Let's talk Thursday night props. Kramer, I'll let you kick it off. What is your what's your first prop?
Autoplay. Are you kidding me with this Aaron Rodgers touchdown prop?
Oh, okay.
All right.
I thought we were going to be on the same page.
Titans bat. What is the weakness of the Titans defense? Always
passing defense. Yeah.
And what is Aaron Rodgers has been quote bad this year, right? This hasn't been the year of Aaron. Well, how many times would you guess he's gone under 1.5 passing touchdowns?
Say 2 games.
3 games.
3 games.
First game, 0 touchdown. That was a horrible game. Since then, against the Jets, 1 touchdown only. Against Detroit, only 1 touchdown. Of course, 3 interceptions. All the other games were going over. So this struck me as odd to begin with. You also have just the pure, hey, I'm willing to buy the dip on this Packers team here. I don't understand this number not being juiced even. It's a flat minus 110. So Aaron Rodgers over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I mean, he's got his guy Watson. He's Aaron Jones is always good for a passing touchdown. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But I mean, this is the matchup. Short week. I know it's Mike Vrabel. I know the Titans always overperform, but this is Aaron Rodgers at home, Lambeau. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's a crazy. He's coming off a game where he threw 3. I get it. Some of that was come back.
No, 1.5 makes sense.
There's no juice. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a little flat. I guess I would worry that the Titans ball control, they ugly it up. I'm taking Derrick Henry over 98.5 rushing yards. Again, his total is always insane. He's coming off a game where he actually didn't go.
I know. I gave it out and I lost.
Yeah, that was.
I said everything you just said. This number's too low.
And before that, he had 5 games in a row over 100 yards, even a 200-yard game in there against Munaf's Texans, unfortunately. And Green Bay is 30th in rush DVOA. I mean, Mike Vrabel, he's got to be rock hard just thinking about how many times he's going to give Derrick Henry the ball and how he's going to run all over this Green Bay defense.
And that, we'll get to more of my props, but that's the narrative, right? This could be a little bit like the Chiefs game, I think, in terms of how the Titans want to play and how the Packers might have to play. What's the number you got on Derrick Henry?
98.5.
It was 107.5 last week. So,
that just shows you
it's a big adjustment.
It's a 10-yard adjustment. Munaf, what do you got? I saw you nodding your head there. I assume you also like the play there.
Yeah, I'm on Derrick Henry here as well. I would buy this up to 125 if you wanted to.
It could be fun for
the odds.
Yeah, it could be fun for the Wynn build a bet to jack him up to like 150 even. See what you can get.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it there. I mean, this Packers rush defense has just not been very good this year. They're 26 in rushing yards per game allowed, close to 140 per game. They've allowed 4.8 yards per rush attempt, which ranks number 28 out of 30 teams. And they've at least allowed at least 100 yards on the ground to 9 out of the 10 teams that they have played. It hasn't been one single running back, but we know with the Titans, it's really Derrick Henry that gets majority of the carries if not all the carries for the Tennessee Titans offense there. So you guys nailed it. I think that this might be a game where Mike Vrabel hands it off to Henry 20, 25 times here just to kind of keep the offense and Aaron Rodgers off the field. And it's pretty much simple math for me. If he's giving up they're allowing 4.8 yards per attempt.
Yeah.
They give Derrick Henry 22, 23, up to 25 attempts. He should clear 100 easy in this game. So I'm in agreement with you there, Sean.
We need a gambling abacus on the set. Enough the easy math stuff. Just slide it left and right. All right. So I'm with you guys, but I played it differently because I'm not bringing some basic ass props to the show this week.
Wow. Shots fired.
Well, you kind of. I thought you were going to spoil it for me, but it is an alt total on Derrick Henry. It's over 150 plus 190.
Yeah.
So just juicing it up 50 yards, got it up to 190. Again, maybe we'll have to also smash this into the build a bet. I didn't consider that at the time, but it almost seems like if you're going to play this, why not play the ceiling? Because if this is the Chiefs like game and he does get that volume, it does seem like he's going to pop one off, especially if there's any sort of cold weather. Like tackling Derrick Henry in the cold
it's just not fun.
I mean, I rooted for Brandon Jacobs. Very similar players.
Friend of the program. All right, I'm kicking over to an under here. AJ Dillon under 33.5 rush yards. I mean, to your point, Ryan, that you mentioned, Tennessee is very good at defending the rush. Yeah. They're number 1 in rush DVOA. I looked at Aaron Jones' number. It was like 56.5. He might get there volume wise, but I think they're going to replace the rushing game with some short passing stuff. Maybe even AJ Dillon gets a couple passes. I just don't think, even if he gets like 8-9 carries, I don't think he's going to be super productive against this physical front seven of the Tennessee Titans. I just don't see him hitting the over. And it does seem like, I don't know. You look at his snap percentage, it's dropping a little bit. I mean, 66% of the snaps against Detroit. Maybe some of that was some injury stuff. He was down to 38% against Dallas. I don't know. I don't think they're super high on him right now. And he's kind of just feels like a dud, honestly. So I like the under here at 33.5 rush yards. AJ Dillon. Munaf, what do you got for your next prop?
Yeah, Ryan was talking about Aaron Rodgers there, and I'm going to go with his longest completion over 36.5 yards for this game. And, the Titans have given up a reception of 37 or more yards in 7 out of the 9 games they've played so far this season. 2 quarterbacks that didn't do it. Matt Ryan was in that second game, in that divisional game, and then Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes had, I think, a 34-yarder to Mecole Hardman in that game. But, we just talked about it. The Titans' pass defense is not their strength, right? It is their rushing defense that's great. Rodgers this season, he's thrown for a long reception of at least 37 or more yards in 5 games this season. Could have been 6 on that very first pass against the Minnesota Vikings in week 1, where Christian Watson dropped that first pass of the game, which probably would have been a touchdown. And he's had a long completion of 37 or more yards in 3 straight games. We know that he likes taking those deep shots. Maybe there was something that him and Christian Watson found last week. Maybe that exploit that this week. So I'm going to go with the over 36.5 longest completion for Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Yeah. I like that. Ryan, what do you make? It was kind of surprising news. They cut Amari Rodgers. Do you think that means anything? Obviously,
I think we're seeing the NBA virus leaking into the NFL, and these players who aren't getting played are bitching about it, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" You know, Benjamin, get the fuck out of here.
Guess who's picking them up?
I mean, great
Texans.
Great pickup for the Texans.
I know it's annoying that they picked him up because I thought he looked. I thought he looked pretty good. Like when I went to that Eagles Cardinals game, seeing him in person, I'm like, he's got more juice than Ryan Connor, and I'm worried it might take away a little bit from Dameon Pierce.
So you got to think about this. In a fantasy football league, the waiver priority generally changes as the standings change. But in the NFL, because this typically doesn't happen like this, the Texans essentially just sit on the top waiver the entire season, right?
Yeah.
And so this is almost the kind of thing where we're going to see rules being changed around how waivers works, because I mean, like a team like the Texans, they need all the help they can get. But if they're just going to start cutting players because fuck it, like I don't want to deal with your attitude, like I'm gonna send a message type stuff. Like you can collect some talent pretty quickly, maybe shitty talent, like the Chiefs over there picking up guys like Tony.
Yeah, guys who come
in
on
their rap
immediately
album.
Get a touchdown, look really good.
I'm told that Kadarius Toney has not yet played any sort of online games with Mahomes, and
really?
He's not having a hard time figuring out the playbook for that too.
Young Joker.
One play at a time doesn't work in Call of Duty.
It seems to be working for
part
Tony
of the
so
squad
far.
or you're not. Oh, stop it.
Kramer, who do you got for your third player prop? Don't worry, we got first touchdowns and build a bet coming.
I was not worried, but thanks for reminding the audience.
It's called a podcast tease.
Oh, okay. I like that. Anytime touchdown for me. So there are ways to beat this defense, and I again wanted to come with some fire. So I strongly encourage a Packers defensive touchdown. I know I usually save these for the prop show, but I'm calling for a Packers defensive touchdown. We have not seen. All right, so Josh Allen's back to doing Josh Allen things.
Yes.
Ryan Tannehill. We haven't seen him do Ryan Tannehill things. This is going to be a tough moment for a tough game for him, I think. And so when I saw the price, honestly, the prices of both of these defenses to score are mispriced at 650 and 750. But give me the Titans anytime for my third prop plus 650. Or sorry, the Packers anytime at plus 650. Something happens, something weird. It's Lambeau. Maybe it's a special teams touchdown. It's a Thursday night game. Give me the anytime at plus 650. Way too juiced up.
I'm going to the tight end position, Ryan, as a tight end expert. This guy's a fun guy to root for. I've had him in some first touchdown bets. Hasn't cashed yet, but I'm optimistic.
You just want to say his name.
Chigoziem Okonkwo Tight end for the Tennessee Titans. I'm taking his over receiving yards. They're set at 9.5. His last 2 games, he's had 1 catch for 48, 1 catch for 41. This guy he's a tough guy to tackle. I mean, if you remember that first play of that Chiefs game, he almost took it to the house because no one could take this dude down. And you're getting over 9.5 receiving yards, just 1 catch. And again, he's going to be tough to take down. He's a big dude, fun guy. Like his pricing is pretty interesting. And I also, you know what? I'll give it out. Also toss him in for anytime touchdown at plus 650. He's gotten 3 red zone targets. I know Austin Hooper's also got 3 red zone targets. So kind of a split there. But yeah, Okonkwo is a really fun guy to throw in there. Munaf, what do you got? Third prop.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the under. It's gonna be Robert Woods under 33.5 receiving yards as my third player prop here. We talked a lot about it should be the Derrick Henry show for the Tennessee Titans offense this week, but they also get Treylon Burks back this week. They got another receiver back last week as well for the Tennessee Titans. I think that's really going to be a hindrance on Roberts Woods' production. If you kind of take a look at his numbers, they just haven't really been there for Roberts Woods this season. He hasn't had a single game where he's been targeted 10 or more times, despite those injuries that they did have to that wide receiving group over the past, 6 to 8 weeks for this team. And also, if you kind of take a look at he's only had 2 games where he's gone over this projection of 33.5 receiving yards. And that was all the way back in week 5. Now this team is healthy. You got your receivers back. I don't think Ryan Tannehill is going to be looking for Robert Woods in this game. And I think we're expecting a lot of Derrick Henry. So I'm going to gladly take the under on this 33.5 receiving yards for Robert Woods this week.
Yeah, I really like that one. He doesn't look like he's fully recovered. Like he doesn't have much explosiveness eye test wise.
I feel like he's a guy maybe think about next year. I don't know.
Maybe the 2 years off, and
maybe he's just old.
And to your point too, like as Treylon Burks, he's going to be now second week back. I'm sure they're going to try and look and get him involved. They have the 2 tight ends. They have obviously just going to be, Akine and just pounding the rock. Maybe get the tight ends involved a little bit as well. Hey, shout out to Rocket Money. That's right. Rocket Money helps you save money. You can always use a couple extra bucks. Why not cancel all those subscriptions? And you have some subscriptions, right? You're online. Oh, hey, sign up for the free trial. 14 days, you forget 14 days later, and next thing you know, you're just auto bill piles up. It's like $5.99 here, $7.99 here. Maybe you don't notice it when you look at your bill. That adds up. I mean, Rocket Money can save you hundreds of dollars a year, depending on how many subscriptions you have that you're not using. Again, why pay for stuff you're not going to use? They make it super easy to cancel. 1 button cancel. What a time to be alive. Rocketmoney.com/SGPN. Rocketmoney.com/SGPN. Cancel your unnecessary subscriptions right now at rocketmoney.com/SGPN. We're also brought to you by Babbel. Babbel's a really cool language learning app. Great gift idea for the holidays. Maybe your wife, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your mom, whoever it is. I mean, 10 minutes a day. Next thing you know, in as little as 3 weeks, you're able to start having real life conversations. Babbel is great. Spanish, French, Italian, German. Me encanta Babbel. It's just fun to learn a new language, and it comes with the 20-day money back guarantee. Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/SGP. That's BABBEL.com/SGP for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life. Kramer, what do you got for your first touchdown? Do you want to go first? You are the first touchdown king, even though I did hit DeAndre Carter. King Kramer, do you want to go first, or would you like to pass and go last?
I will go first.
Okay.
All 4 tight ends.
Oh man.
Is that what you're doing?
No, but I'm close. I mean,
Okonkwo 35-1, Hooper 30-1, Tanyan 15-1, Mercedes Lewis 30-1. Who, by the way, I have to remind people every time Mercedes Lewis came out in the same draft class out of UCLA as. Why am I blanking on his name? Who's the round running back?
Maurice
Jones-Drew.
He's hanging around.
Dude's been retired for a decade.
His snap count, Mercedes Lewis snap count,
how is he still playing?
Is pretty good. I'm with you, Kramer, on Okonkwo. and Hooper. Again, like I said, they both have 3 red zone targets so far this season. It quite honestly, it's probably just going to be Derrick Henry. But the tight ends, I think, are a good price. I was thinking of going 4 tight ends like Kramer. I decided to mix it up. Give me Aaron Rodgers 35-1. He doesn't mind running when it's prime time. He doesn't mind running. When he gets national attention, he can do his little belt dance. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's on record of talking about when that comes out.
When his running comes out?
No, when the belt comes out.
Oh, when does it come out?
Slow pitch softball home runs and running touchdowns.
Yeah, so he hasn't done his belt celebration in a while. He's due 35-1. I like that. And this one, maybe I'm getting a little cute here.
That's the point.
Well, that especially with first touchdowns.
That is the point.
Samori Toure for the Green Bay Packers. He is interesting at 25-1. He's actually had week 9 and week 10, or maybe it's 8 and 9, whatever. 2 out of the last 3 weeks, he had a red zone target, and he is right there, kind of neck and neck with Amari Rodgers. I think part of the reason the Packers got rid of Amari Rodgers is because they liked what they saw at Toure and didn't feel like they were going to miss Amari Rodgers. So maybe some more snap count, and you're going up against maybe like the nickel second cornerback. So against the Titans,
which Football Outsiders would tell you the way you attack the Titans is the number 2 and slot receivers. And so, I mean, I almost threw out his anytime. It's 6-1, almost in the range. I mean, he certainly is an attractive play. The 6-1's almost more attractive to me than the first touchdown. That's a large payout, Sean. We're talking what, 16 points on a Sunday?
I like when you do the math, Ryan.
Yeah.
But yeah, Toure, I think could have a nice little game here. Ryan, we have a hilarious question in the chat. I assume this is guys being serious. Dillon O'Donnell says, Kramer, did you ever host a radio station in Orlando? WJRR 101.1.
WJRR one. I mean, yeah.
Real Rock.
Hello.
WJRR 101.1. Real Rock. They don't even do the 70s, 80s, and 90s now.
WJRR.
No, Ryan was never a Orlando radio DJ. He wishes.
I'm classically trained to be one, though. Thank you.
Munaf, close it out with the first touchdowns. Who do you like for the Thursday night game?
Yeah, I had Tanyan as well at 15-1 there. Also took Dontrell Hilliard 19-1. He's had 2 touchdowns or 3 total touchdowns this season, 2 of which he's been the first touchdown scorer for the Tennessee Titans. It wasn't even running; it was passing from actually Tannehill. So those are the 2 guys I circled. Was Dontrell Hilliard 19-1, and then also Robert Tonyan at what was it 15-1?
Yeah. So go ahead.
I was going to throw out one more. Just a little chalky. Alan Lazard plus 850.
Yeah, I mean, again, it does feel like Rodgers through the air is plausible this time. Yeah, Hilliard, by the way, one of those first touchdowns was against the Giants, and much like the Giants, the Packers have some weakness in that linebacking core, especially getting him in space. So I like that angle as well. He taking his over receiving yards was kind of I was dabbling with that one, but I stayed off it because you kind of need him to have that one catch.
Yeah. All right. So time to break out our hammers, circular saws, angle grinders. Listen to all those tools I named, Brian. Former construction guy.
You're
roto hammer.
That collar.
Kramer couldn't even does no idea
Very
what a roto hammer is. Probably doesn't even have the sweet chisel attachments.
Spent summers in my backyard with my dad tilling soil for the next season's crop, Sean.
All right, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. Time to build our own bets. I'll start it off. This one I have to co-sign with a gentleman on Twitter who reached out. He knows our love of DJ and Only Bet. Pitched me on this, and I love it.
He inspired you.
Yeah, he inspired me.
There you go.
No, I'm gonna give him credit. At Vin Elliott on Twitter. And he said Austin Hooper 2 touchdowns. I'm going to put that with the 2 touchdowns. If Hooper scores 2 touchdowns, I also think the Titans win. So Austin Hooper 2 touchdowns and the Titans win 80-1. Let's have ourselves a Thursday. Kramer?
All right. So
I may just play him 2 touchdowns solo and Okonkwo, but I like it with the Tennessee money line as well.
I'm a little worried frankly, I'm a little worried that something might be wrong with the calculator.
Okay.
Over at the WynnBet because
it's just too good.
I might have broken it. So we said we wanted to play the moonshot running, and this was inspired by you guys. I crowbarred in Derrick Henry.
Okay. Going
over 155 rushing yards, which he has done once this year. Week 8 against the Texans. So not far off in terms of like run defense problems at this point. I then also like the narrative of Aaron Rodgers having success through the air, 300 yards passing. Because you know what? He has not had a 300-yard game this year.
He's usually not.
Narrative shit, Sean.
He's usually not a big passing yards guy.
But he's got his receivers now, and this is the part of the show, Sean, when our hero picks himself up out of the gutter and changes his life for the better. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. Packers get the win. So 4 things have to happen. Packers win. Derrick Henry over 155 rushing yards. Aaron Rodgers 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers 300 yards. Just ballpark this one.
25-1.
125.
What? I knew it was going to be high because you asked, but I did the good co-host thing and lowballed it to give you a great
125.
That is insane.
It seems a little high.
No, wait, you have Packers money line in there. Why don't you? Are you scared of Packers -3? Why don't you put in a -6.5?
It's Mike Vrabel. Do we want to? Should we see what the price changes?
Yeah,
if I
put in Packers -6.5 because you're
Mike
real,
Vrabel.
Man.
He plays close games every time, right?
No, I know. That's why.
All right.
That's why you got to take Titans +3.
That pushes it to 200. I don't need to do that.
That's not a good EV play.
There's no difference between money line and -2.5.
Okay.
And if I go to -3.5, it's none of that bad value. So as I said before,
sticking with the money line.
Don't take the hammer out of my hand when I'm digging for value.
You don't use a hammer to dig, Ryan. I know you're a big construction guy.
I'm not a construction guy.
Oh, okay. You're a farmer guy.
Yeah, I've farmed before.
All right, he's farming for engagement. Munaf, what do you got? What is your win build a bet for Thursday night?
All right, I have a 25-1. Let's go Derrick Henry over, or at least 130 or more rushing yards. Let's go Allen Lazard to score a touchdown. Green Bay Packers total touchdowns over 2.5, and Ryan Tannehill to throw an interception at 25-1.
Ooh, I like it.
Team Ryan doesn't throw a lot of picks. I would say. Although his job's on the line, so I mean, honestly, if you're Ryan Tannehill, do you feel like better or worse? Because if you watch Malik Willis play, you're like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, I think
he's like, I'm good.
I think he feels pretty comfortable with his job after we saw Malik Willis. I mean, again, I still think he's an interesting prospect long term, but again, he's nowhere near what. Ryan, you were also out on Justin Fields, who's shown dramatic improvement. We can't just look at these guys that need work.
I call it like I see it.
Well, what did you see with Justin Fields? I've seen a lot of improvement.
I mean, he's not winning. Tannehill's a winner. Since Tannehill got his first start with the Tennessee Titans, Week 7, 2019. Patrick Mahomes 40 wins, Aaron Rodgers 38 wins, Josh Allen 36 wins.
Oh, the Titans are
Tom Brady and Ryan Tannehill 35 wins.
I'm just saying. I think I wouldn't be shocked if Malik Willis, give him a couple years, develops into a decent quarterback.
But Ryan Tannehill, I think, is a good comp.
But I don't think they need to run Ryan Tannehill out of town anytime soon.
No, Malik Willis is horrible. That's why they need to draft another quarterback of the future.
Hey, Munaf, I know you're doing a ton. What can people look forward to on SGPN from the machine next couple days?
Yeah, I'm working on the ref report as soon as we are done for NFL Week 11. So hopefully you can get that out in the next couple of hours here, or not even next couple of hours. But NBA, look, NBA's in full swing. We're grinding out the pods every single day. Usually we go around 11 a.m. Eastern. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel there on NBA Gambling Podcast, check us out. NFL Gambling Podcast. We have some type of betting content happening every single day, and obviously the Propcast for NBA and NFL as well. And look, even though it's off season, a lot of MLB news has already been happening. So sometime between this week or next week, we'll come back with the MLB Gambling Podcast as well to recap the season and kind of discuss off-season stuff as well. So a lot of great stuff happening.
A lot of stuff happening. Download that SGPN app so you don't miss a minute. And SGPN app, only way you can enter the World Cup contest, $250 cash and a $250 merch card up for grabs.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Sean, I think the new Jordy Nelson might be Mercedes Lewis.
Kramer, let it ride.